pearl onions, celery, and peas. I'm on my way to the grocery store. Yeah, because my roommate Bob decided that he's going to help me out. Oh, Claus, you're so busy, you know, with all the videos and the merch and all doing all the stuff. So busy with all your recordings. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to make dinner. So nice of him. I would like to make dinner for you. We could have pot pie. But we need some pearl onions, some celery, and some peas, which are the ingredients that you need in order to make pot pie, which we do not have. So you have to go get them. So I have to go get the pearl onions, celery, and peas. But he's helping me because I don't have time. So I have to drive across the city to go pick up the 3 ingredients that we don't have for the pot pie. That is what is required to make the pot pie, is the pearl onions, celery, and peas, which we do not have, which you can go get for me, so I can help you because you do not have time. I'm looking for some pearl onions. It's probably kind of like these, only pearlier. I might as well get some coffee while I'm here.
General Services, PLA. And driving customer services.
What was it that he wanted me to get? You need to get the pearl onions, the coffee, and coffee, so I can make the pot pie. There was something else I had to get. I looked everywhere. I did the best I could. Bob? Bob, I'm back! Bob? Did you get the pearl onions, man? They only had a 20-pound bag of onions that weren't pearl, and so I didn't get them. Did you get them? Come on, open up! Did you get the celery, man? I forgot the celery. Oh, man, dude. Can't you use something else? The recipe's very specific, man. Pearl onions, Bob? Celery, and peas, man. Oh, the peas. Oh, you forgot the peas? All right. Oh, man. I got you a coffee, Bob. I brought you a coffee. I drank some. Here. work! That's right, coming Christmas Day, the Biggest Asshole Grand Final 2018. Now that is an intro. Let's get into the video now. Let's welcome Maui29 from the QSFL clan in his Object 263. Shout out to you guys in the QSFL clan. And I've got an important thing to discuss here. We have to discuss an important issue which has been bothering me. Now that was an intro, huh? You see the things I do for you guys? The work? The amount of time I spend? My voice is hoarse. I can barely, day after day, day in, day out. Oh, seriously, we got to discuss an important issue. Okay, my question that needs to be discussed now is, why don't people understand this game? Is it that hard? Is it rocket science? For Christ's sakes! We're going to watch this game here. And it's an encounter battle. Here we are. In the desert map. Encounter battle. Now, the encounter battle, if you'll notice, if you look at the map, there's one white circle. The object of an encounter battle, there's two ways to win. You can sit your ass there on that white circle. And just sit in there in the base and capture it. There's only one base. And you can win. Or you can kill all the enemies. It's called encounter because I think the developers anticipated that the teams would encounter each other around the objective, which is required to win the game, namely the base. But whenever I see an encounter battle, or whenever I play one, that never happens. And my question is, is everyone just clueless? Like, does no one even have a clue what's going on, is my question. And it's a shit show. I've turned encounter off. And old Maui here is he set himself up in range of the base, and he's got some scouts have moved up the south side of the map, and there's really no one to shoot. He's kind of out of range of everyone here, and he's wondering, well, are none of the players going to drive up there towards that part of the map? Well, I guess there's no one there, so maybe he should move. No one's decided to go encounter themselves around the base, and he's kind of scratching his head saying, well, okay, I guess I better move. Now, I can understand if let's say you've played the game 2 or 3 times, and you've got the regular standard battle where there's 2 bases. You kind of drive around and you fight people and you head towards there, but usually beginners kind of head in the general direction of the enemy base, and you usually find them all over the map, right? And so then eventually you'll get an encounter game, and you'll go, oh my, hold on a second here. I only see one base. And then maybe you might not know what to do, right? Because you'll go, what the hell? And you play the game and you're not really sure what happened, and then you maybe would find out what the objective is. It tells you at the beginning of the game, but
I can understand after 1 or 2 or 3 games that maybe you'd be confused the first time. Although, I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Or if you just went into the general places that you go during the normal game mode, there would typically be tanks around here where Maui is right now. But that's if you've played 1 or 2 or 5 or 7 games, and that's happened. I could understand that. But I checked the post-game stats here, and I looked at the enemy team. There's 15 of them, and I checked each one of their records, and then just not their win rate or anything, but just how many games they've played, and added them all up, and then divided by 15, and they've played on average, each of them, 12,742 games on average. That's how many games each of them have played. And I'll tell you right now that none of them have any idea that the base has anything to do with this mode. None of them know. They have no clue. Now think about that, okay? 12,742 games on average. All of those enemy tanks have played. Let's try and equate it to something that 12,742 games. Each game lasts, on the order of 5 to 10 minutes, let's say. Capturing the base in encounter mode takes 3 minutes. What else? What other activity takes 3 minutes? I want to make an analogy here. Like taking a shit. If you go take a shit, it takes you 3 minutes. On average, it might take some people longer if you're constipated or you're just, the bowels aren't working correctly. But if on general, when I sit down there to pinch off a loaf, it's a couple of minutes max, right? But let's just say it's 3 minutes, the same amount of time that it takes to capture the base in encounter mode. Well, these guys, on average, on the enemy team, have played 12,742 games. Now think about that. They've engaged in an activity that lasts, at least 3 minutes, 12,742 times. And there's a siren going off, and there's a big white circle on the map, and they do not know that they're completely clueless as to what the point of the game is. So think about it like taking a shit. Let's assume that people take a shit once a day, okay? How long would it take you to do that activity 12,742 times? Assuming that the average person takes a shit once a day, which is an activity that lasts at least 3 minutes, it would take you 35 years it takes 35 years for someone to take 12,742 shits, okay? Can you imagine if, and coincidentally, the objective of taking a shit is fairly similar. There's one white circle, and you've got to sit your ass on it for 3 minutes, basically. And look at here. This is how a Yudes that did 0 damage can win the game 1 versus 12 and win Kolobanov's medal. And this is the same as those 15 enemies on the enemy team there. After 35 years, someone who would maybe not understand yet that, I've taken a shit for 35 years once a day, so 12,742 times, and, I sit my ass on there, and I do my thing, and then I get up, and there was something else I had to do. I still can't figure it out, and they forget to wipe their ass. That's pretty much the equivalent, right? The guys are playing the game. There's a siren going off. I know there was something I'm supposed to do. There's a siren. There's a base. It's encounter. I forgot. I'm not sure. Right? It would be like 35 years later. You're taking a shit for 35 years, once a day, 12,742 shits. You're on the toilet there. You've got your ass on the white circle. You've done that. You've plopped it in there. Took you 17 years to figure out how to not miss the white circle. And then you get up. I'm not sure. I haven't figured it out yet. And you wander out without wiping your ass. That's the fucking equivalency here. Like, our people just don't fucking understand what's going on? Is it just that? Does it take a rocket scientist to figure it out? It's just one big fucking shit show. Excuse the pun. And that's why I do not play encounter mode. But on the positive side, you'll be happy to know that the The Size Matters t-shirts are still available. You're still in time to get one before Christmas. Just follow the links in the video description or there on the screen. That's nice artwork, isn't it? But forget about encounter mode. That is just a shit show.